Hi, my name is Amar. In this video, I will discuss about Get CLI tool. If you want to make your Flutter development easy with GetX, then you must use Get CLI in your project. In this particular video, I will discuss how to install Get CLI and how to use different commands associated with Get CLI. To install the Get CLI, you need to open your command prompt, and here you need to run this command. Flutter pub global activate get underscore CLI. This particular command will install Get CLI in your machine. Once Get CLI has been installed, after that you need to do a path setting. To do the path setting, you need to move to environment variables. In the environment variables, in the system variable section, you need to select path. After that, you need to click on edit. After that, you need to click on new. And after clicking on new, you need to paste this particular path in your system. Obviously, Amar will be replaced by your username. Once the path setting has been done, now you can use the different commands associated with Get CLI. Okay. Now the first command which we will use is to create the project. To create the project, we need to write get create project. Okay. Now here, if you are writing get create project and if you are not specifying the project name, then what will happen? By default, it will take the folder name as your project name. Means if you are creating the project inside desktop, then by default the folder name, project folder name will be desktop. Okay. But if you want to specify the project name, then you can write get create project colon, after that the project name. And if your project name contains spaces, then the project name must be enclosed inside double quotes. As you can see here, Get CLI project contains spaces. That's why it has been enclosed inside double quotes, right? Now let me create the project. In my system, I have already installed Get CLI, so I can directly run the command. Here I will write get create project. After that, the project name Get CLI demo. Okay. After that, you need to press enter. Now it is asking what type of project you want to create, Flutter project or Get server. I will press 1 because I want to create the Flutter project. Now it is asking what is your company's domain name. Here I will write com.ripplescode. Okay. After that, press enter. Now it will create the project. Just wait for a while, the project will be created. All done. This means project has been created. Now in the desktop, you can see Get CLI demo folder has been created, and this folder contains all the files related to your project development. Now what I will do, I will open the project here. Open. After that, Get CLI demo. Okay. Now press OK. This window, the project will be opened here. Okay. Now after this, what we need to do, we need to initialize the project. Means what type of project architecture you want to use in your project. To do that, we need to run this command get underscore init. Okay. And to do that, here in the Android Studio, I will click on terminal, and here I will write get init. Press enter. Now it is asking what type of pattern you want to use, GetX pattern or clean. Okay. Now choosing the pattern will create the folder structure as per the chosen pattern. I like GetX pattern, so I will choose 1. After that, press enter. Okay. Now it is asking your lib folder is not empty. Are you sure to want to override your application? I will choose yes. And once you choose yes, then you will see the corresponding folder structure has been created. As you can see, inside the lib, app folder has been created. Inside app, data is there. Then inside the modules, you can see inside the modules we have home. Inside the home we have bindings, controllers, views, and inside the routes we have app pages.dart and app routes.dart. All the coding has been generated for you, and that is the beauty of Get CLI tool. You can see all the coding has been generated, right? Now next we have, suppose you want to create your own page. At that time you need to write get create page underscore login. Once you create the page, here login is nothing but the page name. Once you create the page, then it will create its corresponding controller, view and binding. Let me show you. Let me copy this command and let me paste it here in the terminal. I will simply paste it. Now press enter. Once I press enter, then you will see, if I refresh this, then you will see inside the app, inside the modules, now we have home and the login I have created. For this login, the corresponding bindings, controllers and views has been created, and the corresponding routes is also updated. As you can see, for login, the get pages has been created, right? Now suppose you want to create individually the controller. At that time you need to write get create controller, after that the controller name. If you don't specify the folder name, by default the controller will be created inside the home folder. But if you want to create the controller inside a specific folder, then you need to specify the folder name. Like in this case, get create controller another on login. This means another controller will be created inside login. Let me show you. Let me copy this and let me move to terminal. Let me paste it here. Let me hit enter. And now if I refresh this, then you will see inside login, inside controllers, another controller has been created, right? Similarly, if you want to create the view, you need to write get create view another. If you don't specify the folder name, by default it will be created inside home folder. But if you want to specify the folder name like we did in case of controller, you need to specify on, after that the folder name. Okay. Now if you want to create the provider, this means if you want to fetch some data from internet for API call, at that time we need to create this provider. Let me show you. If I copy this, and you can see the provider will be created inside the login folder. Let me paste it here, hit enter. Let me refresh the project. Then you will see inside the login, providers has been created. Inside providers, I have given the provider name. If you see here, the provider name I have given as COVID. Okay, so you can see inside providers, this COVID provider has been created, and inside this COVID provider it is extending get connect. Okay, now this get connected is used to fetch the API data like we did with HTTP. The same thing we can do in GetX by using get connect. Okay, so provider has been created, right? Now to generate the localization file, you need to run get generate locals assets locals. Let me show you here. Here what I have done, inside your project get CLI demo, I have created a folder assets. Inside the assets folder, I have created two subfolders named as locals and models. Okay, inside the locals, I have created two JSON file, en_en.json, pt_br.json. This JSON file contains some JSON codes, right? Now based on this, what we will do, we will create the locals, and to create the locals you need to copy this command, and after that you need to paste it in the terminal. Let me paste it, and you will see the corresponding translation files will be created. Let me refresh, and you can see inside the generated folder locals.g. inside this the translation file has been created. Okay, and now we can use this translation file in our Flutter project. How to use this translation file, for that I have already created a video. Okay, now once the translation file has been created, now we will learn how to generate the model. Okay, now to generate the model, we need to run this command get generate model on login. This means in the login folder the model will be created based on this user.json file. And to do that, what I have done, inside the assets folder, inside the models folder, I have created a JSON file named as user.json. Okay, this contains these fields, name, age and friends. Now based on this JSON file, I want to create the model. To do that, you need to run this command. Let me copy this. Okay, by default you can see if you don't specify the folder name, the model will be created inside the home folder, right? Now let me paste it here. Let me click enter, and you will see inside the lib folder, you can see inside login, the user model.dart has been created with this name, age and friends properties, right? Now here let me discuss one more thing, that once you create the model here, the provider will also be created. The first provider which I have discussed is COVID provider. Now once you create the user model, for this user model, this user provider is also created. As you can see, this user provider is created by default. This means whenever you are creating the model, the provider will be created by default. But if you don't want to create the provider, then you need to run this command, get generate model on login with this skip provider. Now it will create only the model, the provider will not be created, right? Now here the model is created based on this JSON file, but suppose you want to create the model based on some URL. The URL is there, the API URL is there, which will produce the JSON response. Based on that JSON response, if you want to create the model, then you need to run this command. Okay, now this is nothing but the URL which gives us the JSON data. From this JSON data, we want to create the model. To do that, I will simply copy this command and paste it here. Now once you press enter, at that time it is asking for the model name. Here I am giving the model name as product. Okay, now hit enter. Yes, now let me refresh. Now inside the login you can see product model.dart. This has been created with the corresponding properties. Okay, this is the beauty of GetCLI tool, right? Now once the model has been created, after that if you want to install a package, then you need to write get install, after that the package name. If you want to install several packages, then you need to write get install, after that the individual package's name, right? Suppose you want to install a package with a specific version, then you need to write get install path, that is the package name, colon, after that the version name, right? Suppose you want to remove a package, then you need to write get remove, after that the package name. If you want to remove several packages, then get remove, after that the package's name, right? If you want to update your GetCLI tool, then you need to write get update, right? If you want to find out the version of the GetCLI, then you need to write get-v. If you want to find the help related to GetCLI tool, then you need to write get help. Okay, all these commands you can find in the description of my video, right? I hope you have liked my video. If you have liked my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.